Brian.
Hi, Lior. Nice to see you again.
It's great to see you again. Let's sit down.
Absolutely.
How have you been doing?
I've been doing really well, really busy since our last meeting. Business has been pretty awesome for us. How have you been? Been busy?
I've been great. I'm glad to hear that everything's going well. So thank you again so much for finding some more time to meet with me. Um, this time last time we talked, you had some concerns regarding Delphi and our product, and I really wanted to um, have this discussion about and have you more voice your concerns and me trying to address them. So about 5 minutes, is that still okay for you?
Yeah, I think I can find 5 minutes here. That's not too bad.
Great. So why don't you tell me what you thought about since our last meeting?
Okay. So I thought about your value prop that basically it makes sense for me to invest in network fault detection because if my website goes down, it does impact me. And so one of the big questions that kind of came up for me was, are you able to catch all network faults? Is this going to be able to catch everything that's coming through and guarantee that my network's never going to go down?
So I can't promise you that we will catch 100% of all network faults, but I can tell you that during the beta testing that we've been doing, and we have been able to identify about 96% of network failures.
Okay.
And what's even more important is that we have a learning algorithm. So we are refining it as more as we learn as we go. And another important issue is that we have been able to identify 100% of the big failures. So what we identify as big failures are ones that actually affect your customers. So if they can't even feel that there was something wrong with the network, we consider it as a smaller. So those are the 4% that we can't, that we sometimes miss to identify, but 100% of the bigger ones we are able to identify. So we really think that's a great solution for you guys from what I understood in our last conversation.
Okay, so your method is really to try and prevent any of the bigger faults. It's going to show up to more of our customers and make sure that there's no effect to our customers.
So our end goal is to identify all faults,
Okay.
but currently we can identify 100% of the bigger ones, and we're working on refining. And I mean, 96% of the time is more than you can promise.
Great.
Using your current methods, I'm sure.
Awesome, absolutely. That's way better. I mean, we are doing pretty much no fault detection right now. It's just wait for something to break and then replace it. So.
Yeah.
What about, I never really heard of Delphi before our last meeting, and it's just always, for a big company like mine, to just go and install a new software product, a little risky. We got to know what the life cycle of it's going to look like a little bit, and just what happens for us if Delphi folds is, what's going to happen in terms of the software and its functionality for us.
What do you mean? Delphi is never going to fall? No, I'm kidding. I understand your concern. The way I see it, we want to be there forever, but we understand your need to secure yourselves. So if anything happens to the company, we will absolutely give you the source code. We will give you anything you need in order to keep maintaining it and even to do further iterations.
Great. So
you can feel safe that you're going to keep having our software if it works for you, and I'm sure it's going to work for you. You're going to be able to keep maintaining it. And if that's something that concerns you, we can even have we plan to have some educational sessions with your technical team, just so they know the software, so they can feel comfortable working with it.
Great. And if anything breaks, my team's not going to have to replace it?
No, absolutely not. We maintain it, we install it, everything. It's not up to your team. We just want them to feel comfortable if it's software that's on their network, so they would know what's going on. And it's absolutely up to you if you feel comfortable enough giving us all the not having those sessions, then that would be absolutely fine for us.
Cool.
Anything else that you wanted to talk about, or?
Those were really my main technical concerns. I mean, from my point of view, it sounds like a great product that's going to be able to really help me make sure that we're delivering the best products to our customers.
Well, I'm really glad. So I wanted you to feel as comfortable as possible. Why don't we start with a smaller purchase of, say, 25
Well,
installation?
for me, I don't have the purchase authority to necessarily just like put a software product out there on all of our different servers, and
Okay.
it impacts all of our business really. And so I would need to get you in front of like a bunch of our other executives and be able to get their buy-in and be able to make sure that we're going to be able to have support for this product for the lifetime of it.
That would
So
be
yeah, what do you say? I
great.
set up a meeting and get you in front of them.
That would be great. Do you think you can set it up by early next week?
Absolutely, I think I can do that for you.
That is great. I would love to meet them, and I would love to have you in the meeting as well.
Yeah, absolutely.
Great. So I'll shoot you an email later to make sure that this is all set up. And thank you very much again for your time.
Yeah, no problem.
It's
Thank
great
you.
to see you again.